After Rex Burkhead's late-game heroics against Kansas City, is any Patriot running back a reliable betting option for the Super Bowl? We delve into this and much more as we bring you the need-to-know betting notes to help crack the odds for Super Bowl LIII. Backfield Committee in New England. The Rams aren't the only ones with backfield questions leading up to the Super Bowl. Heading into the AFC Championship game, it seemed fairly straightforward as Sony Michel was handling the early down work and James White was the third down, receiving back. But then Rex Burkhead made his presence known against the Chiefs, scoring a touchdown with 39 seconds remaining in regulation and then, of course, the 2-yard game-winning score in overtime. In the end, the three Patriots backs received similar playing time, with Michel getting 34 snaps, White 33, and Burkhead 30. Michel dominated touches with 29 carries for 113 yards and 2 scores. Burkhead had 12 carries and 4 receptions, while White had 6 rushes and 4 catches. What was really interesting was that it was Burkhead on the field when it mattered most, late in the fourth in the 2-minute drill with the Pats down 4, and then again in overtime. This could have been because Michel and White were tired. The Patriots wound up playing 97 offensive snaps, which was the highest number they've played since 2001. Having Burkhead out there late in the game meant a fresh running back was on the field against a defensive side that was gassed. Michel's 29 carries were a season high, his next highest was 25 back in Week 4, and New England's coaching staff obviously didn't want to push it into the 30s. Digging into the snap count numbers above makes it pretty clear why Burkhead suddenly became the number 1 back late against the Chiefs. Michel is still the top dog and we're expecting him to get the vast majority of the carries early on in the Super Bowl. We'll dig into his rushing yards total as the Super Bowl gets closer, but for now, backing Michel to go over 0.5 rushing touchdowns is a smart bet. One thing that the playoffs have taught us is that the Patriots want to play slowly and methodically, at least early on. In the divisional round, they took the opening kickoff and ran 14 plays for 83 yards in 7-11 for a touchdown. In the AFC Championship game, they one-upped themselves by taking 8:05 off the clock during a 15-play, 80-yard touchdown drive. These marathon drives have left the opposing offenses standing around for a long time to begin the games, and this approach has worked. The Chargers mustered just 7 first-half points in the divisional round, while the Chiefs were shut out last week. The Rams, meanwhile, have been slow starters so far in the playoffs, scoring 3 points in the first quarter against Dallas in the divisional round before being shut out in the first quarter last week in New Orleans. LA has rebounded with points in the second quarter, but the first half total still hit under 27.5 in both. The first half total for Super Bowl LIII opened at 28 and has ticked down to 27.5 at some sportsbooks, so it might be the right time to make this bet if you're backing the above analysis. Take the under 27.5 for the first half total. Rams bettors might want to wait. If you're looking to bet on the Rams for Super Bowl LIII, you might want to hold off as it's looking more and more likely that the line will move to Rams 3. In fact, it happened yesterday at Las Vegas South Point Sportsbook. Super Bowl, we're going to 3. Let's see what happens. Chris Andrews, at Andrews Sports, January 22, 2019. Well, what happened is that Rams money flooded in at 3 and 17 minutes later the South Point had moved the line back to Patriots minus 2.5. Is getting that extra half point that important? Well, yes. Since 2002, the year the Patriots began this dynasty with a Super Bowl win over the St. Louis Rams, the margin of victory in the Super Bowl has been 3 on 5 occasions, by far the most common margin of victory. In fact, the Patriots were involved in 4 of the 5 games where the margin landed right on 3. There is, of course, 2 ways to look at the above info. If you're looking to back the Rams, it might be smart to wait, but make sure you pounce on Rams 3 when you see it, as it might not last long. If you're planning to bet on New England, now might be the time to place your wager before the line moves to Patriots minus 3. Get up to the minute updates on the odds for the Super Bowl right here.